Assalamualaikum madam, my name is Nelly Erika binti Muhammad Daniel Chong, and now I'm going to present about the digital transformation at the Port of Antwerp. So, as for the introduction, the Port of Antwerp is one of the Europe's major trade hubs that plays a big role in the global logistics, which means the digital transformation is essential for maintaining competitiveness in the maritime operation. So, this review examines the port's digital strategies, governance, and the impact of the globalization. And for the objectives of this case study is to assess how digital technology enhance efficiency and trade facilitation, and to evaluate the port leadership role in digital transformation, and to analyze the economic impact of digital advancement. Moving to the key research, there are four, which is what are the main digital initiatives at the Port of Antwerp? How do these initiatives improve efficiency and global competitiveness? What role does governance and leadership play in digital transformation? And how does the globalization affects the port's digital evolution? And as for the review structure, the background is the overview of the port's significance and governance model, and for the digital transformation initiatives is the key technologies and their impacts, and last is insight and future developments is key takeaways and potential advancement. Now, for the background of the Port of Antwerp, the first one is the strategic location and importance. The port is located in Belgium, serving as a key gateway for European and global trade. The port has strong connectivity to major industrial and consumer markets, and they are essential logistic hubs for multimodal transport such as sea, rail, and road. And as for the second is the key roles and industry impact, which the port, being one of the Europe's largest port, facilitates the international trade, and they support industries such as automotives, chemicals, and logistics. They also enhance the global supply chain efficiency. Next is the key operational metrics, which their cargo volumes is over than 230 million tons handled annually. And for the business presence is over 1,400 plus company, and the economic's contribution, there are significant impact on Belgium's GDP and employment. And for the last is the governance and management, where they operate under a public-private partnerships model. Antwerp's port authorities oversees the infrastructures, regulations, and investments. They also focus on the sustainable growth and as well as the technology innovation. Next is digital strategy and innovation, where the Port of Antwerp embraced digital transformation by implementing blockchain logistics, IoT system, and automation. And they also aims to modernize the maritime trade and supply chain management. And as for the second is the key objectives of digital adoption, where the efficiency is smart tracking and automated cargo handling. Second is the transparency and security, where they enhance the data visibility in trade operation. Third is sustainability, where the technology-driven solution to reduce environmental impact. And as for the competitiveness, where they strengthening the position in the global trade landscape. And as for the third strategy, which is the role of the Chief Digital Innovation Officer, which is the role of the Chief Digital Innovation Officer, where they lead the strategic planning and digital integration, and they also oversees the technological partnerships and emerging trends, and also ensure the alignment with business and operational goals. And so for the next strategy and innovation, which is the globalization influence on digitalization, where the increased demand for seamless international trade and compliance, there is the need for real-time supply chain visibility and efficiency. And for the next is where the investment in cutting-edge maritime technologies and industry collaboration. And as for the last strategy, which is the future consideration, they sustain the innovation to stay ahead in the digital economy, and to they enhance the cybersecurity to protect digital infrastructure, and as well as expanding the digital infrastructure to support the global connectivity.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Nelly Adlina binti Muhammad Hussaini Eng from the group 2 LOB with my group member Erica. So now I will be continuing on with my part of the presentation. So first of all, I would like to present about the methodology or the research approach that has been used for this case study about the Port of Antwerp and their innovation or improvements in digitalization. So we have used qualitative research, which is reviewing previously published documents and referencing existing documents or articles that have been published previously that is relating to the industry, to the maritime industry. So that is the research approach that has been used in this case study. So the data analysis methods that have been used or are implemented as well are such as content analysis and grounded theory. So content analysis is examining the documented information. So the previously published documents or articles or text from any websites are examined and see if they relate to the case study, and from there we create some say a relation to the case study as well. So and then grounded theory is the development of hypothesis through the continuous collection and analysis of data. So it's basically like something we create like a conclusion from the data that has been collected. Okay, and then the data collection method that has been used is the secondary data. So secondary data is as per I have explained before as a qualitative research. It is referencing to existing reports, documents, industry publications, and previous research on the Port of Antwerp. So we have taken anything that is related from the internet or from any articles that has any relations to the digitalization of the Port of Antwerp. So for example, any of their digital strategy, any relation to blockchains and the NXT port. So Port of Antwerp, they have created a digital strategy, which is improvement of their infrastructure services, and also the digital business solutions, and lastly is their cyber resilience. So the improvement of their infrastructure services, this is done by they are creating a more digital workplace with having smart camera networks, radio and radar networks, and including the implementation of 5G. And also their digital business solutions, they are making applications which have been innovated and implicating APIs or epics as a new form of management system. And then lastly, for cyber resilience, they are increasing their cyber security, their cyber resilience, and user awareness on any future cyber threats that may incur. And then as for the blockchain, relations to blockchain, because the implementation of the NXT port and the digitalization of the digitalization of the port of Antwerp uses a lot of blockchains and the implementation of NXT port as well. So as for blockchain, blockchain basically keeps all the records and tracks transactions and assets movements in real time, and then it uses three fundamental principles. These three fundamental principles are including decentralization, immutability, and transparency. And also, users or verified users can receive instant updates on network, allowing the users to view the most recent activities that are happening. So it enables real-time operation and updates as well. So that is blockchain. And then as for the NXT port, it strengthens resilience and promotes collaboration. It promotes collaboration between the ports, their users, and third-party software developers. And so the stakeholders are able to address future challenges such as cybersecurity risk and environmental sustainability concerns, which aligns with the Port of Antwerp's strategy, or the digital strategy for their digitalization. And lastly, NXT Port enhances operational capabilities and their adaptability as well. Okay, so moving on is the discussion which we are discussing on the challenges of digitalization for the Port of Antwerp. So first is data privacy and security concerns. So data privacy and security concerns are focusing on regarding cybersecurity and the data privacy of the users, which are brought up by the massive volumes of data that are collected, processed, and shared throughout the digitalization process. So this may expose some private data that is used by maybe the Port of Antwerp or the users because of the amount of or the volumes of data that is collected within the process as well. And also the implementation of IoT, Internet of Things, AI, artificial intelligence, and blockchain may create vulnerability to cybersecurity threats. And then moving on is the uncertainty in long-term outcomes, which is return on investment, which is ROI, which the stakeholders would be concerned about the return rate of investment. And then the stakeholders will also be reluctant to make the investment on digitalization due to the uncertainty on the long-term outcome from this change. And also lastly is the integration with legacy systems, which there is a complicated process of combining the outdated software of the Port of Antwerp, because they are known for using slightly outdated software, and the current digitalization program. So there might be high costs and complications with using that. And then as a conclusion, the Port of Antwerp and the digitalization may improve its sustainability, worldwide competitiveness, increase their worldwide competitiveness, and operational efficiency as well. And then utilizing technologies such as blockchain, Internet of Things, IoT, and digital twin systems may also increase their functionality as a port. And in the future, the Port of Antwerp will serve as a template for other ports throughout the world, showing how digitalization can boost resilience and efficiency in the changing marine sector if the digitalization goes towards a success. And that is all from me and our group. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.